Let's face it, life throws curveballs. Maybe your car decides to impersonate a whale right before a big trip, or that dream vacation suddenly feels less like a dream and more like a distant memory thanks to unexpected bills. Whatever the reason, sometimes you find yourself needing a little extra cash. And fast. This is where post-lake lending enters the scene. They offer installment loans, which means you borrow a set amount and pay it back in fixed monthly installments. Sounds straightforward, right? Well, before you jump in head first, it's important to understand the requirements and see if post-lake lending is the right fit for you. So, grab a snack, buckle up, and let's navigate the waters of post-lake lending's requirements together. Who is post-lake lending anyway? First things first, a little transparency. Post-lake lending is a tribally owned business, which means it's operated by a federally recognized Native American tribe. They abide by federal consumer protection laws and operate within the boundaries of their reservation. This tribal ownership is important because it can affect things like regulations and repayment terms. We'll delve into that a bit later. Alright, what do I need to qualify? Now, on to the nitty-gritty. Qualifying for a post-lake lending installment loan involves a few key things. Be 18 or over. This seems like a no-brainer, but hey, it's worth mentioning. Have a steady income. This can come from a job, Social Security, disability payments, or even child support. The key is to have a verifiable source of income to ensure you can repay the loan. Not on active military duty. While post-lake lending supports our troops, they don't offer loans to active military personnel or their dependents. Be a U.S. citizen or resident. This one's pretty straightforward. You need to be legally able to live and work in the United States. While those are the main requirements, there's more to the story. Post-lake lending will likely consider your credit history. No perfect credit score needed, but having a decent credit history can help your chances and potentially lead to better loan terms. Debt-to-income ratio. This ratio compares your monthly debt payments to your gross monthly income. A lower ratio indicates you have more wiggle room in your budget to handle a loan repayment. Loan amount. Post-lake lending offers installment loans, typically on the smaller side. Knowing how much you need will help determine if they're the right lender for you. Understanding the tribal advantage and considerations. Remember how we mentioned post-lake lending's tribal ownership? Here's where it comes into play. Because they operate under tribal law, some regulations might differ slightly compared to traditional lenders. This can be an advantage in some cases, potentially leading to more flexible loan terms. However, it's important to be aware that tribal sovereignty can also mean rulings on disputes might fall under tribal courts, not federal courts. Is post-lake lending right for you? If you're in a pinch and need a quick loan, post-lake lending might be a good option, especially if you have less than perfect credit. However, it's crucial to weigh the pros and cons. Pros: easy and fast application process, potentially more flexible terms compared to traditional lenders. Cons: interest rates can be higher than traditional lenders, tribal court implications in case of disputes. Remember, don't jump into any loan without careful consideration. Always shop around, compare rates, and make sure you can comfortably afford the monthly repayments. With that said, thanks for watching, and until next time.